Hello and welcome. This is Elijah Sinyenza from Transform Africa Leadership and Business Consultants. Now, Transform Africa Leadership and Business Consultants is a company which we have founded and which I am heading, and our key areas of focus are entrepreneurship and leadership. Now, today I want to talk about a program which we have been advertising for quite some time and which we'll be having in the next 2 weeks. Now, we are launching a program we are calling the Zambia Entrepreneurship and Leadership Development Program on the 7th of May 2022. Now, what is this program all about? One of the things which we have realized, and which, if you are a keen follower of entrepreneurship in our nation, you agree with me, is that there is an entrepreneurship revolution that has started in our country. This is why when you look at the events that are taking place in most areas, you realize that much of them are to help entrepreneurs improve their skills so that they can become better at what they do. So we believe there is this revolution. Now, where do we come in? Where we come in is that we want to play our role to help develop people in entrepreneurial and leadership skills so that, our nation can move forward. A lot of times, especially with young people, we have believed so much that employment in our country will only be created by the government. But I have come to realize that actually the government is not going to create the employment which we want to see as a nation. It is up to us individuals, to begin doing what we must do to create employment for our nation. Of course, not everybody is going to be an entrepreneur. That I agree with you. But there are people who have been called to become entrepreneurs, to start establishments that are not just going to help them, make money, but that are going to employ their colleagues, their family members, the people in their communities, and the nation. So our goal is to contribute to this mandate. We want to see our nation move forward. And how we are going to do that is to train entrepreneurs and leaders. So now, this program that will be launching on the 7th of May, the Zambia Entrepreneurship and Leadership Development Program, how do we plan to have it? How are we planning to execute it? Our vision is to train 10,000 young people across the country, Zambia, from this year, 2022, up to 2025. How do we hope to achieve this? There are 3 ways in which we are going to conduct this program. The first way is that we are going to do it for free, and the people or institutions which qualify for this free training are, number 1, the churches, the number 2, institutions that are looking after the vulnerable. So if you are a church or an institution that is looking after the vulnerable, you qualify for this kind of training program. So the only thing that you need to do is to get in touch with us at least 14 days before the day when you want us to come and train your people. Then once you get in touch with us, we are going to agree on certain things, and then we are going to come over and train the group of people which you want to train in entrepreneurship or leadership. So that is the first way. Then the second way in which we are going to do this is that we are going to invite partners. We are going to invite partners, individuals, companies, NGOs, who will sponsor a specific group of people they want to train in entrepreneurship or leadership. So once a team is sponsored, then we'll come on board, we'll come and train the people, and where certification is needed, we are going to provide those certificates. Then the third method we are going to use is that we are going to allow individuals who are capable of paying for themselves, to come on board, pay for themselves, and then we carry out the training. Now, how we are going to do the last part is that we will be advertising specific topics which will be training, especially on our media platforms. Then individuals can pay whatever they need to pay, and then we are going to train them during those programs. So those are the 3 methods which we are going to use to carry out the trainings which we are planning to do across the nation. We are ready to travel from Livingstone to Mazabuka to Luapula, Kasama, and whichever place is called Zambia, we are ready to come, and we are going to come and train your people. For churches, like I have said, you can write to us and we are going to come and train your people for free. The only thing probably which we might ask you to do is to prepare the place, prepare the people, and if your group is large, prepare some sort of PA system. Then we will come and we are going to train your people. If you are in a place which is apart from Mufulira, that is, you are in a different town, maybe we might request you to provide transport. But really, for churches, for those that are looking after the vulnerables, the training is going to be for free. So this is how we are going to conduct this program. So it is starting on the 7th of May. We are going to launch. So if you are in Mufulira, make a date. 14 hours to 17 hours, we are going to be at Da Vinci Motel. And much of the content which we are going to be sharing beginning on this date, which I've just talked about, up to the time the program will end in 2025, is coming from this book, which is called Realizing the African Economic Dream. Much of it is going to come from this book. There are other materials which we have worked on, which probably I may not have an opportunity to show you now, but we are going to release as much as possible. Like for example, entrepreneurship, there are 7 modules which I will introduce on the 7th of May, which we are going to be looking at. Because when you look at the kinds of programs which we have at the moment in our nation, much of them are inspirational, much of them are just to motivate you to get to do something. Now we want to add to that, and we want to give you the detail of what it takes to become an entrepreneur. So we will take you to levels where we discuss how to begin a business from scratch. We'll talk about revenue models. How does a business make money? We'll talk about those things. So 7 modules have been prepared, and we are going to take you through each of those so that you don't just get motivated to become an entrepreneur, but you understand the detail of what it takes to become an entrepreneur. Our vision is to see 10,000 Zambian youths trained in entrepreneurship by 2025. And I want to take this opportunity to invite partners who are willing to work with us to come on board, support this noble cause. We are not really doing it for money. Our company is a profit-making company, yes, that we will not dispute, but this particular initiative is a non-profit initiative. Our goal is we want to see Zambian youths, trained in entrepreneurship. Too many of our colleagues have cried that there are no jobs around, but it is time for us to create the jobs. So with those few words, I want to thank you, and I'm expecting to see you on the 7th of May. Thank you very much. God bless you.